I will ask a couple of questions of the players, and the press, you can line up to the left at the microphones. Please restrict your questions to just one, and let others have the opportunity, but you may return to the microphone later to have follow-up questions. My first question goes to the challenger. Gukesh, you had a position that seemed rich, capable of playing for quite some time, maybe with some advantage. What's your immediate impression after the game?
Yeah, I thought I should be winning at some point in this. Maybe before the queen exchange, and also after the queen exchange, it should be winning. But after he played f6, it was kind of tricky. I mean, when I played bishop d1, I just missed that he has f4, take, rook c4, rook h3, and f3 has rook h1. So, yeah, I don't know where exactly the win was, but I should be winning, I think.
There was one moment, I think, when you traded queens, you could have played maybe bishop g5, or when you played queen f4, you could have played bishop e3 instead. Just pointing out. Here, where it was possible to hold the position like this, or even after queen f4, to maybe play bishop g5 and play the two bishops. Did you consider either one of these two moves?
Yeah, I considered a bit, but I thought this endgame with this f5 weakness and the pawn up should be winning, but probably it was more difficult than I had expected.
To the world champion, this was definitely a difficult defense. When did you sense that maybe you were in trouble?
Well, immediately after c5, I saw he can play d5, and yeah, he can take the knight. He can take with both bishop and maybe also queen, and he didn't need to play e5 and then just take and cannot take on d5. Here I saw my positions are already worse. And in the end, very hard defense. Here I'm considering take a knight e4. I didn't see any straightforward win, but I just don't know if I can play it like this or not here. And then I decided to go for c4, but this move came as a surprise. Don't know where to put the king. Good queen. Yeah, here I thought my position hopeless. Yeah, because my intention was to take on a2 after queen f6, but I realized after king g2, my position very bad, lack of coordinates. Or maybe it's not so bad. It's difficult to understand.
When you were in this situation, you talked about hopeless. How did you get the resolve to find all the defensive moves, or did you think you were just going to possibly just lose the game?
Yes, I was beaten many times. First in the opening, the middle game, and in here, queen f4, I thought it very strong. And yeah, I'm happy to find this defensive idea, at least to create some counterplays over his pawns. But here, still, it's very difficult to. Maybe this is the way to play. The rook h4, rook c4.
Some kind of blockade. Mm-hmm. I'm curious about a moment in the game when you were I'm sorry, I'm speaking to the challenger now. You had a moment to play rook d2 instead of rook to f4 here. This move.
Yeah, I thought knight b4. I didn't see.
And after knight b4, this move. And reroute the bishop to this diagonal. Put the pawn on d7 to play like this.
Yeah, I did not really consider this one actually. Yeah, but probably I was just playing under the assumption that rook f4 and b5 should just be winning. If I manage to consolidate, but yeah. Yeah, I mean, I didn't really consider any alternatives.
Last question from me before I open it to the press. Golden opportunity, do you feel, what are your feelings? You know, was a real chance to win this game, that the chance was missed?
Yeah, it's never pleasant to miss a winning position, but I'm happy about the fact that I outplayed my opponent quite easily in the opening, and yeah, after that it's a missed chance, but also there are some positives to take, and I'll try not to repeat the mistake in the other next games.
And sort of the same question to you. You felt that you were in a hopeless situation and you were given a second life. Your feelings for that opportunity?
Yeah, I nearly gave up when I saw king e1 because here I don't know how to create counterplay. Rook d4, he has rook c4. This is not win, not lose. Hard to believe. So I thought I just try to take my luck and try to stay in the game. And here I'm very lucky, as he said before. I have rook h3 if we go rook c4. Not losing immediately. Suddenly my position is quite playable, even maybe not losing anymore. Difficult to believe.
Yeah, you sound like you think it's a miracle that you saved this game.
Yeah. Yeah. Here, king e4, I thought a very strong move, but the computer just laughing at it. Very strange. I thought he played extremely well by bishop e3, rook d4. Maybe it's not the case. So I made many mistakes, but fortunately I saved the game.
All right, first question from the press.
This one will be in the native language of Grandmaster Gukesh. I am Vasudevan from Taransia, Trinity Mirror and chess.ninja. Thiru Gukesh, இப்போ சரிபாதியா 14 கேமில் வந்து 7 கேம் முடிஞ்சு போச்சு, ஈவனாக இருக்குது பொசிஷன். இப்போது அதை பற்றி உங்கள் கருத்து என்ன?
May we ask you to translate that for them?
I'm asking that we are in the midway and the point position is 3.5 each, and what does he feel about that?
Yeah, the score is fine. Obviously today was a missed chance, so that is a bit of a disappointment. But also he missed some chances earlier in the match, so that is I think that is fair that we are here. But yeah, the second half will be, of course, the crucial one.
நீங்கள் தமிழில் பதில் சொன்னால் உங்கள் தமிழ் ரசிகர்கள் கொஞ்சம் சந்தோஷப்படுவாங்க. அடுத்த கேள்வி வந்து, ஒரு கட்டத்தில் வந்து நீங்கள் நல்லா இருந்தது பொசிஷன், அப்புறம் கடைசியில் ஒரு 2 செகண்ட் வரைக்கும் போயிடுச்சு உங்கள் கிளாக்கில். 2 செகண்ட் மட்டும்தான் இருந்தது. அப்போ பார்க்குறவங்களுக்கெல்லாம் ஒரு ஹார்ட் பீட் மிஸ் மாதிரி ஒரு சுச்சுவேஷன் இருந்தது. அப்போ உங்களுடைய நிலைமை அந்த மாதிரி எப்படி இருந்தது? I'm just asking him that at some point of time he had an advantage, and subsequent to that he went down to the final 2 seconds on his clock when a huge number of his followers were missing a heartbeat. So what does he would want to say about that?
ஆமாம் நான் அந்த பொசிஷனில் இன்னும் எப்படி கண்டினியூ பண்ணதுன்னு பார்த்துட்டு இருந்தேன். பட் கிளாக் ஐ மீன் 2 seconds இருக்குன்னு எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சது. ஸோ ஐ வாஸ் கோயிங் டு நான் எப்படியும் மூவ் வைக்க தான் போயிருந்தேன். ஆனால் நான் அந்த பொசிஷனில் ஒன்றும் பண்ணுறதுக்கு இல்லை.
Anyway, he said that he was very much aware of the clock ticking by and 2 seconds, and he said he is very much in control, so he wasn't too carried away with the reducing of time. So thank you, Nandri, Mr. Gukesh.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. Next question.
Leoncho Garcia from El País. A question for each of you. To Ding Liren. Why did you reject Queen B8, which apparently looks quite solid, instead of going for such a very risk maneuver, Queen E6 and taking on A2? And to Gukesh, you say that you felt like winning at some moment. Suddenly you weren't winning anymore. How did you manage your emotions changing? How did you keep your emotional system under control?
Because here, if Queen B8 or Queen C7, he will also go Bishop D4. I saw the position very bad because I didn't have any direct play. Maybe knight D7 has some square on E5. Not so easy. C3. Just wait. Yeah, I think I need to do some immediate reactions. Otherwise, my position is very bad. So I totally miss evaluated.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, when I missed this F4 Rook H3 defense, it was unpleasant, of course. But yeah, I still thought I could maybe continue the game somehow, but it was very hard to find anything. Obviously, it was not pleasant emotionally, but yeah, I mean, anyways, that position I guess was already the result was decided. So I didn't have to like really control my emotions or anything.
Thank you.
Next.
I'm Xiaobing from organization. I have questions for Ding Liren and for both. First of all, 请丁立人用中文说一下今天这盘棋的过程，谢谢。
We would just like to ask Ding Liren about his thought process for today's game in Mandarin. Thank you.
今天是盘看了引擎之后是一盘过山车一般的对决，然后我被击败了很多次，但是最后没有被打倒，还是顽强的站了起来，守住了一盘和棋。对，过程就跌宕起伏吧，难以用语言来形容。我在很多时候都做出了错误的那个决定。然后就是在很多情况下都已经非常危险了，但是最后还是侥幸的捡回了一条命。
谢谢。Ding says that today's game was an absolute roller coaster of a game, but at the very end, he managed to not be knocked down, and he is very satisfied with that result, and he is going to be fighting for another day.
接下来有一个问题问两位棋手，就是每天比完赛之后到睡觉前会做一些什么？谢谢。
This question is for both players, and we would like to know what the players are doing before bed after every single game.
首先肯定是复盘，复完盘之后，然后吃晚饭。除了吃饭之外，也就是上网吧，对，没有特别的。
Ding says that after every game, he is reviewing the games and having dinner. And apart from having dinner, he is also occasionally browsing the web, but nothing special.
I'm yeah, after the games I'm having a dinner and yeah, relaxing a bit and going to sleep.
Thank you very much.
Hello, Toril Skytte from Danish Chess Magazine. My question goes to both players.
Could you come a little closer to the mic, please? Sorry.
Our young readers would like to know what your favorite chess book was when you were about 10 to 12 years old.
Favorite chess book, you said?
We have answered this question last round.
So
Maybe you are not there.
At 10 to 12?
Sorry.
At 10 to 12. I'm forgetting your answer, actually. 10 to 12 years old. Didn't you guys
Yeah,
say?
we both said the same book. It's a game changer. Yeah.
A Game Changer didn't come out when you were 10 to 12 years old. Maybe when he was 10 to 12 years old. Okay.
Can I answer that or next question?
Go ahead.
Yeah, asking on behalf of your FIDE social media followers, this time from Sumit Singale. According to a statistical study by Dr. Mehmet Ismail, this match is the most accurate of all World Championship matches. Does it feel like that when you're playing over the board?
That is quite a surprise because I think there are just pretty much all the games there is something funny happening. So I don't know. I can't really believe it's the most accurate match so far.
Maybe before this game.
My question is for Grandmaster Gukesh. Vanakam, Yanpayer, MikeKleinChess.com. I'll switch from Tamil back to English now. Gukesh, what do you take away from this game? This, on one level, you had an opening advantage, and for much of the game, you could have expected to win. Does that give you some hope, or are you maybe a little frustrated that you had him on the ropes but weren't able to convert? What's your biggest emotion right now after such a struggle?
I guess always. Like when you don't convert a winning position, it's always, at least the first few minutes, it's a bit disappointing. But yeah, I mean, it was a huge chance and I missed it. But still a lot of games to go. And one huge positive is that I felt really good on the board and I was obviously outplaying him from the start. So that's a very good thing to know. The biggest lesson, I guess, is to stay focused and convert good positions.
It sounds like you're a glass half full kind of person.
Sorry?
You're generally a positive person.
Yeah, I try.
Thanks.
Hello everyone, Aditya from ChessBase India. First of all, congratulations to both Ding and Gukesh for giving us this wonderful game. I would like to point out that at one point of time there were 205,000 people live watching your game on ChessBase India. So yes, Ding, Gukesh, what a start you had in the game, and Ding, what a defense. The perfect game we can say from the tournament. My question is, Rook E1 was a very interesting choice in the opening. You played it out very fast. Could you please tell us the idea behind it? And also to Ding, when you saw Rook E1, what was your thoughts, what lines you were thinking? Because you took a lot of time. Thank you.
Yeah, Rook E1 is I don't know if it's completely new, but it's a relatively new move in the opening. Yeah, obviously this was a preparation, and the point is to go like DC4, E4. I mean, the main point is to just get a new position on the board. But yeah, my opponent didn't react in in a very precise way. So I guess the idea worked well. Yeah. just prep. It worked well. Only thing to improve is the conversion.
Well, when I saw this move, I would just come back from toilet. It was totally shock. So I spent a lot of time on this move, on my reply. Yeah, maybe my reply was not so accurate that he can enjoy some advantage. Yeah, bishop pair and also very strong passed pawn. The only weakness for him is the knight is not so well placed. But he played creatively by playing b4. And for me, I thought it was a totally failure during the game because I thought I was getting outplayed. But like many times, maybe my position not so bad. Maybe I should be more confident of my position.
Thank you so much.
Hello, this is Josu Tornay from Berea, from the Basque Country. My question is for Ding Liren. It is about the opening choice. It's about move c5. Why did you choose c5 instead of the more normal, let's say, b5? So move 9.
Yeah, maybe the way to play b5, h3, and go back bishop. Yes, go back. Maybe he cannot play b3, since here I can have some c5 in line. Yeah, should spend more time on this move because I overlooked the d5, h3. This very simple idea. c5 is open the diagonal of the light square bishop, so it's a very risky decision.
Thank you.
Maria, Photochess Kick Channel. I have a question based on my personal observation to Liren. It seems like today, even though the game started quite shaky and maybe time management was not ideal, when you went low on time, you were much more composed and in control of your emotions than in the game that you lost on time. And as someone who was inside the tank all this time, I felt like your opponent was much more shaky than you were. Is it true? And if yes, maybe you can elaborate on whether you changed something in your preparation, in your mental preparation to the games, or you just feel much more in control in this match? Thank you.
Before you answer that question, I just want to request that those who are online right now be the final people asking questions, that no one else go online. It's been a long game for the players, and we appreciate their time, and they got to go eat and all that. So, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I have to find a move to stay in the game, and actually my play is very bad when I was low on time. Here I made a bad decision to take on a2. Also, on 40th move, I could have played knight c8, which I saw, but I rejected it due to the passive approach. So, not a perfect.
Yeah, I'm not asking about the moves precisely. I'm more about your intuition. If you relied on your intuition more, and it was just more comfortable to play for you under the time pressure, your feeling.
With practices, I sink into time trouble many times, so I get used to it.
Thank you, both players, for this amazing match on behalf of the whole internet community.
Hello, I'm Nemo on behalf of the Singaporean Chess Federation, and I have a question for both of you, but I will address this to Gukesh first. Gukesh, I noticed you were playing Puzzle Rush a couple of hours before your round today. Do you have a pre-game routine, and do you have any rituals or superstitions?
Not much. I just try to follow a specific routine. Nothing huge as such, but yeah, Puzzle Rush is always nice to do to warm up my mind.
Thank you. Same question for Liren. Do you have a pre-game routine? Do you have any rituals or superstitions?
Well, I get up and take a shower, then have some coffee.
Thank you.
Hello, I'm Katarina from the German Chess Federation, and yesterday was the second rest day, and I was wondering if you spent it any different than the first rest day, and what did you actually do?
I tried relaxing a bit. I prepared for some time, and also yesterday my sponsor Westbridge Sandeep sir had come here to to watch the match and to support me. So it was really nice of him, and we had a nice chat. So that was quite nice.
How'd you spend the rest of the night?
Unlike the last rest day, I go out, have dinner.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Kyla, representing the local organizing committee, and my question goes to both players. As a chess fan, which has been your favorite World Championship match that you did not play in? And if you could just elaborate on why.
For me, I'm always fascinated by the 1972 Fischer-Spassky match. But also the 2013 Magnus Vichy match, personally for me, it was very nice because that was the one I visited in person, and it happened in my hometown. So these two are quite close to my heart.
I guess the answer was Topalov-Anand match. Because maybe it's the first time I closely follow the World Championship match.
Okay, thank you very much.
Hello, Abhinav from US Chess. I wanted to ask both players, there's been a general consensus among the punditry that the closer and closer we get to the rapid tiebreaks, Ding might be favored because of his past great experiences. Do both of you have any comments on this?
I mean, it's only halfway through the event. A lot has happened in this first 7 rounds. And I'm sure a lot will happen in the next 7 rounds. So it's too early to think about tie breaks. But as I've said before, I don't believe in favorites. I just believe in whoever plays the best chess on that day will win. So yeah, I mean, just a lot more chess to play. Yeah.
Before this game, maybe I have better performance overall because I have many good positions and not so many worse positions. But this game, he is totally in control. So it's a very exciting match.
Thank you both.
An exciting match indeed. We want to thank the players once again for spending time with us and sharing their thoughts. Game 8 begins the second half of the match. We'll be here tomorrow. Thank you, everyone, and have a good night.